Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am going to talk about the most controversial topic about the RS457, that is the braking issue on this bike. Now that the Tuono 457 has been launched, I was going through the reviews which were out yesterday and I came to know that the braking issue is still not fixed on the Tuono 457. So I am going to talk about my experience with the brakes because I have done close to 18,000 kilometers on this bike right now, and I think it is a good time for me to educate all of you about the issue which the RS457 has with respect to its braking mechanism. The braking setup which is there on this motorcycle is exactly similar to the KTM 390s. I mean to say the BS4 models and the BS6 models. I'm not sure about the Gen 3 model of the Duke 390, but I had the BS4 KTM Duke 390. On that motorcycle, the master cylinder, the brake caliper, brake pad, the disc size, everything was same. Because the braking mechanism is same, we expect same levels of braking performance on this bike as well, but that's not true. So what I have noticed personally is when I am riding below 100 kmph, let's say, and I have to do some panic braking on this bike, the moment I pull the grab lever under 100 kmph, the ABS suddenly intervenes, and it intervenes to such a level that it increases the braking distance rather than stopping the motorcycle, and that is very much annoying on this bike. But whenever I am above 100 kmph of speed and I have to do some panic braking, this brakes respond phenomenally. It is equivalent to the KTM 390s. Now below 100 kmph, the issue of ABS intervention is not because of the brake pads or the master cylinder or the disc rotor. It is because of the ABS calibration. So ABS calibration is something which can be fixed with a software update of the ECU of this motorcycle, but I'm not sure why Aprilia is taking such a long time to fix this particular issue. So what I do to overcome this issue is, whenever I'm riding in the city, I make sure that I switch off the rear ABS so that the front ABS intervention reduces, and after that, if I have to do some panic braking below 100 kmph also, this motorcycle stops as expected. There is no delay in braking, and the ABS intervenes only when it is necessary. It does not intervene aggressively in order to increase the braking distance. It stops wherever I want it to stop. And above 100 kmph, whether you switch on the ABS or you switch off the ABS, the bike performs the same. The panic braking scenarios is an issue on this motorcycle below 100 kmph only, and that's where the fix needs to happen. If we are switching off the rear ABS, there is one more thing that happens is the moment you turn off the ignition, it forgets the setting and it goes back to ABS on state. The moment you switch on the motorcycle, again the rear ABS will be on, and whenever you want to panic brake, then the brakes will not respond and it will intervene abruptly. So that is something that Aprilia needs to fix, and in this motorcycle I have been facing this issue since a very long time. So I thought I have to educate all of you about this particular issue. And I know many people might think that this is a deal breaker because braking is something which is related to safety and we cannot compromise on that. For that, the temporary fix that I'm talking about is switching off the rear ABS, and also I have upgraded the rear brake pads to sintered ones. So the stock bike gets the front sintered brake pads and rear organic brake pads. So organic brake pads are not at all good. They don't provide any braking bite. Whereas when I upgraded the rear brake pads to the sintered ones, I am able to get some good brake bite from the rear pads as well. In scenarios when the front is not supporting, I can get some support from the rear end. So that's what I am doing. And I make sure whenever I switch on the ignition, I switch off the rear ABS by pressing the mode button for at least 3 to 5 seconds, and it displays that the rear ABS is disabled. Once that is disabled, the front intervention reduces to such a level that it almost pops a wheelie if you grab handful of brake. So you need to be careful with that as well. But yeah, if Aprilia decides to fix this, they just need to update the ECU to tweak the ABS intervention. In many other reviews, what I have seen is there is brake fade issue wherein the front lever completely comes inside and there is no response from the front end. I have not seen that scenario on my motorcycle. So whenever I am applying pressure, the bike responds. It is just that the ABS pumps out the brake pressure. There is no brake fade on this motorcycle. I think people who are taking this motorcycle to track are mostly facing that issue, but if you are daily commuting or you are doing weekend rides or long touring, you are not gonna see brake fade issue on the RS457. It is just that the ABS intervention is something once it is fixed, the entire braking setup will perform wonders, because this bike gets Brake master cylinder and Brake front 4 piston calipers with sintered brake pads. So when this particular system is performing very good on the KTM 390s, why shouldn't it perform on a motorcycle like RS 457? Because the ECU is developed differently. RS 457 has a different state of tune, KTM 390s ECU has a different state of tune. So it's just about the signal which the ECU is sending to the ABS unit on how much pressure is to be released. If that can be fixed, I think the entire problem will be solved. If you are planning to upgrade your brake pads to race brake pad, definitely you can do that. It will definitely increase the braking performance on this motorcycle, but it cannot fix the fading issue on this bike. Even if you update the master cylinder, the braking force will increase, but that doesn't mean ABS intervention will reduce. Even if you increase the braking force, because the ECU is sending command to the ABS system that it needs to reduce the braking pressure, it will anyhow pump out the brakes, and then the braking distance will increase. So I think upgrading the brake pad or upgrading the master cylinder cannot fix this issue. It can definitely improve the braking performance above 100 kmph, but below 100 kmph in panic braking scenarios, it is not gonna fix the issue. This is what I have noticed on this motorcycle. And I was expecting that Aprilia will fix this issue in Tuono and hopefully fix it in RS 457 in the coming future, but they have not done that, so that's not a good sign. But yeah, if you are thinking to purchase this motorcycle, this is not a deal breaker, guys. For most of you guys, the braking will do everything. Only in this urban scenarios, when you are less than 100 kmph of speed and you want to do normal braking, it will perform. Only in the panic braking scenarios in the city is where the ABS will intervene, and that's where you need to be careful. And you can switch off the rear ABS or upgrade the rear brake pads to sintered ones like I did on my motorcycle. So yeah, this was everything that I wanted to talk about the braking issue. And just for your information, my motorcycle has done with 2 brake pad sets in the front. It is running on the 3rd set right now, and even this particular set will be over in probably next 2 to 3,000 kilometers. And whenever this motorcycle clocks 20k kilometers, I am going to make a dedicated ownership review of my motorcycle, probably in a month or so. Whenever that happens. But yeah, do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How did you find this video, and whether I was able to clear your doubts with respect to the braking setup on the RS 457 as well as the Tuono 457. So yeah, it's time to close this video, and do hit the like icon if you have gained some knowledge from this video, and also post your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel because it takes a lot of effort to bring this kind of content for you guys. So yeah, it's free for you, but it definitely helps me a lot. With that, I will sign off from this video, and I will see you in my next video. Till then, bye bye.